candidates with very high calibre who have served our state with absolute distinction. And I want to particularly thank Deputy Commissioner Mick Willing and Deputy Commissioner Mal Lanyon for their application and their service and the integrity in which they've held themselves during this process. And as I said, it is a great credit to the New South Wales Police Force, particularly its leadership, that we had such a strong calibre of candidates before us in making this decision. But Karen has served our state for over 30 years, keeping our community safe right across New South Wales with absolute distinction. Her time in service, not just during this pandemic, where all the senior team in the police force have played a very important role in keeping our community safe, in providing for social cohesion, which is challenges that we've seen in other states we have not seen here in New South Wales. And I think that is a credit to Karen and her leadership, but also during the bushfires, the devastating bushfires, and the role that she's played during that time. So this is a very important decision. As Premier and to the Police Minister and our Cabinet, there are probably no more important appointments that we can make for the New South Wales Government. Karen has served our state incredibly well for many, many years, 4 years as an Assistant Commissioner, and more recently as Deputy Commissioner for Corporate Services here in New South Wales, looking after the close to $5 billion New South Wales Police Force budget. This is an important role. It is an important role in, not just in leading the 17,000 members of the New South Wales Police Force, but importantly, ensuring the safety of the 8 million people across our state who call New South Wales home. I believe that she will do a very, very good job. She has the leadership skills, the experience through her time in the New South Wales Police Force to lead our state well during this period. I just want to end by thanking outgoing Commissioner Mick Fuller for his close to 5 years of service as the New South Wales Police Commissioner. He has also served our state very well. I've personally worked very close with Commissioner Fuller during this pandemic. His leadership of the police force during this time has been second to none. I wish him very well into the future. He's been a great servant of the people of New South Wales. He's ensured that we've kept our community safe. We have seen crime rates drop right across the board. That is testament to Commissioner Fuller. It's a testament to the Deputy Commissioners. I particularly want to call out Deputy Commissioner Webb, and I particularly want to congratulate her today. I know that she will do a great job in serving the people of New South Wales and continuing to keep our community safe. Now I'm going to pass on to the Police Minister, David Elliott, and then Commissioner-elect Webb will address you.
Thanks, Premier. And this is very much an exciting day for the police family right across New South Wales, indeed right across the country. Can I also commence by paying tribute to Commissioner Mick Fuller, who for nearly 5 years has led what is one of the largest police forces in the world. He inherited a police force with significant challenges, and as if by osmosis, a lot of those challenges were addressed, bringing it into a very, very efficient law enforcement agency, which quite frankly is now respected across the world. And no more did we see that over the course of the pandemic and indeed the Black Summer bushfires, when overseas agencies were consistently asking for advice. Mick Fuller goes out of the police force reluctantly, as far as I'm concerned. I've never been sadder to see a man leave an organisation than I have with Mick Fuller. We've worked incredibly closely together. His loyalty to the government, to the parliament, to the people of New South Wales was second to none, and I somehow think that his role in public service is not over yet. I think we've got a lot more to see out of Mick Fuller in the future. Can I also pay tribute to all the candidates who put their name forward to be the Commissioner of Police? This is not an insignificant job. It is probably one of the most important public official roles in the state. And the authority that comes with that job is one that the Parliament has to perpetually ensure is true to the values of the people of New South Wales. And I'm quite confident that any number of those that nominated for the position could easily do it. I particularly want to call out Mal Lanyon and Mick Willing, both of whom have distinguished themselves over the course of the last couple of years with the many challenges the people of New South Wales have had to face. But Karen Webb is the Commissioner-elect. I've known her for quite some time. I've observed her role as a police officer. She joined in 1987 as a very, very young girl. And has gone through the police ranks with a great deal of dignity and always very, very professional. What her standout traits are, as far as I'm concerned, is her ability to be empathetic with victims of crime. The work that she's done with child abuse was quite remarkable. She's worked in forensics and understands the importance of science and technology when it comes to law enforcement. She was the Deputy CEOCON, the Deputy State Emergency Operations Controller during the bushfires, where she also served with distinction and often at short notice in very trying conditions. Karen has a Masters of Business Administration and her academic qualifications are also second to none. I think the people of New South Wales should be very grateful that somebody of the calibre of Karen Webb wants to join the role of, wants to be in the position of Commissioner of Police. I think what we will find over the course of her tenure will be an organisation that continues on the strengths of Mick Fuller. I think she will certainly have the confidence of the Parliament and the people of New South Wales. The challenges that she will be facing over the course of the next couple of years are unknown, just like the ones that Mick Fuller had to face when he took over the role as Commissioner. But I'm delighted to introduce the Commissioner-elect of New South Wales, Karen Webb.